It can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. Up next, we're keeping it in the NFC for this one, between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're off from MetLife. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, well, you can't do it better than that.
And an Eagle first down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. They've got a man in motion. First down, and they go right back to him. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down. They send with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Back to throw, Hurts. Finally caught, and he lost the football. And it's picked out by the Giants. And they're going to give a couple yards back on the return, but I don't think they care much, Brock, because they're going to take over on the fumble. So the first drive goes almost nowhere, and then, Brock, then they turn it over.
You know, it is such a double whammy, Kate. Obviously, you hate the turnover and giving away possession. But these opening drives are really a time to see what your opponent's going to do. The great coordinators will script it, right, to get different personnel and different formations to try to get some tells from the defense. No tell there other than a critical giveaway.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Your start now. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now it's 3rd down.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
3rd down now. Here's Dux. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3 and out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 49-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And no question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down.
180.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. He gets it complete to Will Shipley. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. And he's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles go up 6-0 here in the first.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping the tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10. A draw now. This is Tracy. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up second and 5.
Damn, I miss you, Justin. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. From the gun, here's Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. Finds a little room there, gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Here we go, set. Viking 18. Tracker 60. Come 19. Come 19.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at first down here. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. It won't be a touchdown, Brock, but it sure was close. He winds up out of bounds just about a yard shy of the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Giants, first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Hey! Look!
Tracy reaches the end zone. Touchdown, New York! The Giants can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
No touch! No touch!
Toss play to Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
From the pistol, Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
No touch!
Throwing here, Hurts. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They get 23 on that one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
No touch!
First down, a run with Barkley. Breaks the tackle. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a second quarter lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off. And that's no good. I don't know if the snap and hold were clean, and he is not able to knock it through.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Returning it from the 4. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, defense not met the standard they set for themselves.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80. Tracker 60.
Darts out of the shotgun. He's trying to go deep again. Well, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. That sets up 3rd down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's looking deep once again. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he'll knife his way through for a pick of a 4. So 2nd and 6 awaits on the other side, and we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side.
Trap 60, 18, right, 18, right.
Back to throw. Here starts. Brought in. And this one does not go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Hey, check that, street. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Hook.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Come 19, come 19. 70 range.
Tracy on 1st and goal. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Quick throw left side, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Giants tie it in the final minute of the half. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And they'll take the lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. It's a screen to Barkley. By a man, he's in the clear. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Hey, let's go. Bang.
Play action. Hurts has it. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. This is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away and brings up third down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Motioning the tight end now. On third down, it's Hurts. And someone stepped in. It's in. Oh, the ball is loose again. And they recover. So after a very chaotic play and a couple of turnovers, they're set up somehow with a first down.
Intercepted by the Eagles. First and
Offense to the line. Again, trips right to start out. First and 10. Here's Hurts. And he can't make the hook up on the deep ball. That's incomplete.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest. This contest, and I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense took the cap. They played that ball better than he could.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Andrew Phillips. And the Giants get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
second down pass. Intercepted. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now Dart. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So second down coming up. Dart's back to throw. Like a good target prop, Neighbors is there. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Take off.
Back to throw it. And this ball's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up second down. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He'll throw it. Defender's there. It's intercepted. Andrew Makuba makes the play. And the Eagles do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Check, Bobcat, drop all 80. Let's go.
Let's start on the ground here. Tracy. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. 7 track and 60.
Darts looking to throw. He put everything he had into this one. He's got it inside the 10. And that's a New York touchdown. The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Giants grow their lead to 8. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. First and 10. On the draw, it's Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. And the Giants are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Coming left is Tracy. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Your start now. Escapes the pocket. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. And that's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a first down.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Let's go.
He finds him right side. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Let's go now. Rocco leading.
Tracy can't bypass that line. They stop him at the 3. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run.
And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. That one not easy, Brock. Threat threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Falls to the ground out left. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they produced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver delivered.
1st and 10 from the 43. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Brian Burns coming up with the stop.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Hurts now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Fires right away, but incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you're going to be more interceptions.
2nd down. Hurts throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's another Eagles 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's out a little short of the 30. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. Trying for the deep ball. That's grabbed inside the 30. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Giants have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Auburn good on the point after. And the Giants lead by 15 now.
Eagles 20.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And this is going to take him up and across midfield. There's the opposing 45. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
When you throw that comeback route versus zone, you have to see the underneath defenders. It's frankly easier, Kate, to throw it versus man-to-man. You know where everybody is. But in zone, you better trust your eyes underneath. And when you do, there's completions like that to be had.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's got Smith again. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing here, Hurts. And they pick him off again. And the Giants will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether. As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a 1st down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
That's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
Cooper DeJean on the coverage.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Now Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. And this one doesn't go far.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, This is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
73! 73!
On third down, it's Hurts. Down the field, he's got Wilson. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
He is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got first and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. Setting up the screen. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Eagles trail by 15. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Giants are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walk in the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup. And it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today. And I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one. Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Short pass brought in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They're going to pass it here. He's going deep this time. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send him back to the line for 2nd.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
It's Tracy on 2nd down. Get some space around midfield. And he has the Giants first down. It's indeed a giant one, partner. That locks up this victory.
Pretty obvious, this defense, man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Line up the design keeper. So here at MetLife, it's the G-men who come away with the win. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New York.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag, I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange, from the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band, sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin, flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night, and I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan, then I ghosted out in a minivan. Might get my hand like a waffle cone, spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock, and you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, you're not. Nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, you're not. You know I'm hot. How many licks till the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO. Then I moonwalked in a UFO. Mic my shoes with a Christmas wreath. Dropping these bars while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang. Landed on stage in your backpack filled with a new disease. Telling my doubts I'm hard to please. We don't care, we bounce on clouds. Sing off key and we're still too loud. Biscuit drops, the place explodes. Jumping through life in my pantyhose. Still no job, but I'm on the clock.